Hey, it's Thomas Crook11 with the team prep for Week 7 of the Lost Ones Draft League Season 2. I will be going up against the Montclair Miniors, a returning team from Season 1. So first I'm going to go over the opponent's team roster, which includes Gliscor, Mega Gallade, Tyranitar, Zeraora Z, Swampert, Chandelure, Necrozma Z, Venusaur, Bronzong, Torkoal, Lickilicky, and Midday Lycanroc Z. So first off, just looking at everything they have, all the major threats I can outspeed with Sticky Web up. So first thing I'm bringing, of course, is Mame Tomoe for Sticky Web. And if I can get up a Quiver Dance, that'll be useful. Previously, I just had Aromatherapy on there, which had been pretty useless, so I'm switching it for Quiver Dance now. So, Sticky Web is going to help a ton against Mega Gallade, Zeraora, Chandelure, and Lycanroc, which are probably the biggest threats. Then, of course, I've got Aaron. So once Sticky Web is up, he can outspeed everything except maybe a Scarfed Zeraora, but who would be running a Scarfed Zeraora when they could just be running Hazard Removal instead? So I believe I can one-shot the Zeraora in the sun with Flamethrower. Chandelure is the only problem since I don't have anything that can hit it well. There's really nothing I could swap out. The only thing that would be decent against it would be Air Slash, and that's just meh. So I'm just going to focus on using something else against Chandelure. Gliscor, I believe, take out the Gliscor unless it's mostly invested in special defense. Tyranitar, I can take that out as long as I get a Focus Blast on the switch, but obviously I can't stay in on that. Lycanroc, I can take that out with a Solar Beam if Sticky Web is up. Venusaur and Bronzong, easy. And then for the first time, I'm not bringing Zapdos because just with the opponent's team, there's really nothing Zapdos is useful for. It can't do anything to the Gliscor. It really doesn't stand up to Mega Gallade. The only thing it deals with well is Tyranitar, but I have plenty of other things to deal with Tyranitar. It doesn't stand up well to Zeraora. I mean, it walls Zeraora, but it just can't hurt it much. So really no reason to be bringing Zapdos for once. Then I've got Uraraka running the offensive variant of her that I have. So there's no reason to be running Unaware since the opponent doesn't have a lot of setup. Though now that I think about it, Gliscor and Gallade would likely be set up. At least Gallade definitely is, but as long as I have Sticky Web up, then Gallade is not an issue anyway. Plus, I can always make it seem like I have Unaware, which could be useful for fake outs. But Moonblast handles Gallade and Tyranitar well. Flamethrower is for Venusaur and Bronzong. And really the only thing it doesn't have something for would be Chandelure, which is why I have Nidoking. So Ice Beam handles Gliscor, Earth Power handles Tyranitar, Zeraora, Chandelure. Sludge Wave, I don't actually need Sludge Wave, but there's nothing else to really throw on it, so kind of just an empty slot. I mean, maybe I could put on Protect, but I don't think Protect is really going to be that useful. Especially when I'm going to have Sun up. Though I guess I could use it to stall out Sand if I need to, but probably just not really worth it, so kind of just a useless move slot. Then Silvally. Since I'm not running Zapdos, I have Silvally for defog. I, of course, do not want to be using defog because that would get rid of my sticky webs, but should I absolutely need it, I just want to make sure I have a defogger. Ice Beam one-shots the Gliscor, and then I have Waterium Z Surf, which will be for Tyranitar or Swampert or Chandelure. I don't think Swampert is going to be coming just because I have a lot of things that can one-shot it. Mainly Typhlosion and Charizard. So I'm not expecting to see the Swampert probably, because it really can't do much to most of my team. Chandelure is the main issue, so that's why I have Nidoking and High New Gundam to take care of the Chandelure. With Waterium Z, I can definitely OHKO it. I think I OHKO it by like 140% damage at the maximum. So, no way it's living. Even if it's Assault Vest, it still dies to that, I think. And then lastly, I have Miss Kobayashi the Fortress. This is just so that I can have a Rapid Spinner without getting rid of my own hazards. Stealth Rock could be a little useful against a few things, but not too important. Gyro Ball will destroy Lycanroc. And it can wall Gallade enough to get off at least one Gyro Ball. I noticed that I do have an issue with fire. I have no fire resist for the Chandelure, so that could be an issue. But with the stuff I have to deal with Chandelure, I don't think I have to worry about it too much. I mean, Typhlosion, if I added it on, could be very useful, but I'm pretty sure Fortress is better off to have on there because it's the only thing I could really replace with Typhlosion if I wanted to. Then again, Clefable. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna replace Clefable with Typhlosion. Yeah, I don't think Clefable is actually going to be that useful here. Especially not when, even with the Sticky Web up, doesn't outspeed anything. Meanwhile, Typhlosion does outspeed a lot of stuff. So I'm pretty sure Typhlosion is actually a much better choice to go with here, since it hits stuff really hard. Of course, it can't hit Chandelure for anything if Chandelure has Flash Fire. But, I mean, it's better at least to have my own Flash Fire to deal with that. So, last minute change that I only thought of thanks to making this Team Prep video. Team Prep is pretty useful. Talking over the things I'm using really helps with figuring out if there's something wrong with them. So the match will be uploaded tomorrow. So, see you next time.